EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, coverage of the Orlando Classic.
He's going for a little extra.
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there.
Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Good-looking shot right here. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. These putts keep the round together.
Sneaks that in. We're now tied.
Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right. There's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. The impressive goes to 3 under with that birdie for the tournament. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
It just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
Well, Frank, round one in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Orlando Classic.
That ball just took off the face.
.315. Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. No damage done. Made the par. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. That second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Well, those are good numbers right there. 320. 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway.
This one's going left, Rich.
Not knocking down the flagstick here, but looks as though it will find the green. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. See if he can get this one to drop here for 16 for a birdie. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Enjoying that trio at the top.
Frank, par 3.
Just looking at 4 or 5.
This is a good-looking shot. good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
Now it's at sneaky distance.
That is some good work right there. Birdie and one shot closer to the lead. Frank, this is a stout finishing hole, the 18th, isn't it?
Yeah, it finishes that great run of 16, 17, and 18, and so many times we've seen disaster and triumph just on those final 3 holes.
Well, look at this. Look at all the power in that coil. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
One more birdie, and now tied for the lead.
There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. The house that Mr. Palmer built, Bay Hill Club and Lodge, nestled in the heart of Orlando, Florida. This course plays host to one of the great tournaments on the PGA Tour schedule, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo here today, bringing you all the action from today's round at Bay Hill. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen, half a box of golf balls.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up, too. You could hit anything from there.
Good swing, good shot yet again. What a shot. Almost in. Clean this up with a tap. Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. An eagle. Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water, take a sigh of relief, and you come to the par 3-7.
It still takes a good tee shot here, though, Rich. Narrow entry, greens 30 yards deep. You still really got to focus on hitting a good shot here.
Good chance at one. That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point. He's gone for a little extra.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it.
Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Getting set now over the putt. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally a nice little draw off the tee. But the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left, and yet the green goes the other way.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip. Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
No snack, though.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Just another solid shot, about 8 feet from the hole. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 4 11th, just a shade under 440 yards. Where are the difficulties here, Frank?
the water down the left, but the hole keeps going that way, almost in a semi-horseshoe fashion. 2 bunkers down the right, they always catch the stray tee shot, but once again, you don't have to hit driver here. You've got to get that ball in play.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And getting ready for the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. And that wraps up the 3rd round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the 3rd leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Orlando Classic. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
160-yard shot. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no 2 ways about that. He's putting well.
Hard-fought par right there. Back on the tee here at the 16th. Frank, lay it out for us. What's ahead on this hole?
Well, even though there's 2 bunkers, one on the left and one on the right, it's the shortest of the 4 par 5s. You can almost take those out of play and have just a mid-iron in here. But we all know what's coming up. This has exploded off the club face.
Frank, into the finishing stretch now, and really a good chance to make something happen.
Big swing hole here, 16, very reachable. But consequently, too, you've got to hit a great second shot. They've change this green, especially that left side, left and short, you're going to come back to the water. But such a great reward for a nice, cool, high-hanging second shot. Should be safely on deck.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, how about that eagle at this point in the tournament? Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
when they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill. That's about the only advantage you get.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday, and he'll do it again today. Down it. That's a birdie. Frank, time to bring your best. It's the finishing hole here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, if you can get through the final 3 holes in even par or better, you've really done well.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Well, Frank, this is one of the most famous shots in the whole sport of golf, the second to 18 at Bay Hill.
And one of the most unpredictable, unless your name is Robert Gamez. Remember, he holed his second shot here to win the tournament many years ago. For some reason, the yardage book's almost got to be thrown away here at 18, Rich, because that second shot always plays longer or shorter than the actual number. So be a little lucky here as well as good at 18.
Well, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there.